feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. I wanna drive a faster car.
Hi guys. Okay, this is actually a video that I meant to post a while ago. I meant to go live a while ago and talk about this. And I scheduled it and I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. But I think that it's really important. And let me know if you guys can hear me. Make sure everything's working okay and that you guys can hear me by saying hi in the chat. Okay, so if you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I kind of do a plethora of things, right? Like I talk about teaching tips and I talk about companies. You guys love hearing about the companies. I talk about how to apply to different companies, how to get hired, how to get bookings with different companies. I talk about going independent and how to get your own students. And for a while, I've been really focused on the companies because that's what you guys want to hear about. Like everybody wants to hear about the companies. And to me, I have come to, I was talking to Megan about this yesterday, and I've come to the realization that talking about companies is kind of like, or like even working for a company, it's kind of like the fast food of the ESL industry, right? Like you can get in it, you can get students fast, but it's not good for you. And a lot of times companies will approach me and they'll ask me, hey, can you do something on your YouTube channel? We'd like you to refer people to us, or we'd like to pay you to make a video, like a sponsored video. And I've been doing them. And it took me long enough to realize, and by the way, that's why I started working with Lingo Ace. So a lot of you have applied to Lingo Ace. They're a good company. They've got a lot of bookings. They came to me and said, hey, would you, wait, did Lingo Ace come to me? Maybe I just found that company and I decided I was going to do something. But the reason that I started working for them was because I never tell you about something before I've tried it myself. Because I want to make sure that when you're getting into a company that there's so many out there that are bad, right? I want to make sure that they're going to pay you. I want to make sure that they treat their teachers right. The thing is that I will help people get into these companies, and it is very short-lived every time. Lingo Ace is still hiring, by the way. Like you can still work for them, but it's short-lived. So wasn't that long ago that I did something about VIP teacher. It's not VIP kid anymore. It's VIP teacher. Rumor has it they're going on a hiring freeze. It wasn't that long ago that I did something about Twinix. They're on a hiring freeze. They went on a hiring freeze shortly after they got their teachers. They went on a hiring freeze. My YouTube channel comments, and I apologize if there's comments out there that I haven't replied to, but my YouTube channel comments end up becoming a warehouse for comments that are like, I don't qualify for this company. Can you help me find one? I tried to apply and I got rejected. What can I do? My pay wasn't what you said it was going to be. What can I do? And I have ended up spending a lot of time matching, and I'm not complaining about the time I've spent. Like, let me make that really clear. But I've ended up spending a lot of time trying to match teachers with the right job. Trying to match teachers like, okay, I'm from South Africa. I don't have a bachelor's degree. I don't have a TESOL. I don't want to be paid X amount of dollars. I don't want to teach English. I want to teach math. What can I do? I don't want to teach ESL. I want to teach writing. Where can I work? And matching teachers with these companies. And a lot of the companies are, even when you get into them, you're not paid what you're worth as a teacher. Even the best companies out there are only paying you like $20 an hour. And let's be real, if you could live off of that, minus the taxes that you have to pay, you're in a pretty good spot. But most of us, that's not enough to sustain our quality of life that we deserve, right? And then the other thing, I don't know why my dogs are barking. I'm sorry. The one is old and he loses his mind when he thinks he hears something. And then the other part of it is that once you get into it, maybe you're not getting bookings and there's nothing that you can do. So it ends up being, I feel like I should go check on him. It ends up being this like constant cycle of looking for a new company to work for, looking for a new job, trying to find something that works for you. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. I got to check this. Sorry about that. He's just losing his mind. Nobody's at the door. Nothing is there. But it ends up being like a constant cycle of looking for a new company. And let me know if you've like experienced this, right? Like you look for a new company, you get bookings there, they hire too many teachers, you don't have any bookings anymore. And it's like constant, like trying to keep up with this. And me trying to find you the right job for your current situation, right? I don't want to teach in China. I don't want Beijing time hours. What job can I find? And it's gotten to the point where I'm like, enough is enough. Every single one of you can go independent. So I am no longer going to be talking about companies on this channel. It's not worth it for anybody. And a lot of you have been asking me what's going on with Lingo Ace. You guys probably know that I work there. I wasn't supposed to work there because I'm from New York. Top secret tip there, if like I'll say this once and I'll never say it again. If you click that little box when you're applying that says I'm not from these states, they don't care if you actually are from those states. But I'm not supposed to work there. But last month, so I started working at Lingo Ace in October, I think. And I opened up a whole bunch of slots. I wasn't expecting to be like fully booked or anything. And they all got booked. Like I was fully booked like within like 2 weeks, I think. And I started working for them and it became exhausting. And I'm like, okay, like $15 an hour or whatever it was, like $17 an hour. This is ridiculous pay. If I'm working Beijing time hours again anyways, because I had quit for a little bit, then I might as well just go over and get my own students and fill them with students that are going to pay more. Like for my group lessons, $100 an hour, right? Like Why am I going to be making like maximum $20 an hour when for that same time slot, I could be making $100 an hour, right? So it got to the point where I was like, I love the classes, even though the curriculum isn't that great. It's made for like mass produced to like mass hire and mass enroll students. It's just like, that's what the curriculum is for, really. It's some of the stuff that they teach in there was like, I see a dog, I see a dog has legs. Like that's like the sentence structure. I cringe when I saw stuff like that. But it was easy. But then I started to enroll my own students again. And pretty soon it got to the point where I had filled my schedule up too far in advance. And then I'd have students that I either had to cancel and take a penalty, or give up a private student. So it came to the point where I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm just going to cut ties with all the companies, just work on my own now. And I'm not going to do anything. You guys, you know that I've talked about going independent for a while, right? Like I've talked about this for a while, but I'm going to tell you right now, cutting ties with the companies, if you're a good teacher and you've got the grit and the will and the determination, there's absolutely no reason any of you should be making 10, 12, 15, $20 an hour, when you can just take that and go independent. And I've said this for a long time, especially with like South African teachers or teachers that are from non-native English speaking countries, where if you're a good teacher and you can speak the English well, you could speak the language well, there's absolutely no reason for you to be taking a $5 an hour job. Like, and it's just, I know that that's what you guys want to see. You want to see the quick, easy fixes, but I'm not going to be showing that anymore, because the quick, easy fixes, like this is not a diet channel, like a fast fad diet, right? This is like sustainable income. This is, I want to show you how to start something and build and grow with it. Last month we did the Enroll and Grow Challenge and Teacher Boss Society, which, let me know if anybody from Teacher Boss Society is here. You can still join the challenge now, actually, even though it's over. It's like, it's not live anymore, but it's all still there. Anybody can still join the challenge. But I took everything, all of my tools that I use for myself, I put it in this challenge and put it in a way that anybody can come in, duplicate it, and start enrolling students. I mapped it out for you guys, like exactly step by step how to do it. We have teachers on there that have gotten, one teacher got 10 new students in her first week doing it. The system works. And now that I can see that the system works, and I can see that anybody can do it as long as you apply yourself and you take the exact steps that you're supposed to take, there's absolutely no reason any of you should be working for any of these companies if you're not happy with the pay, or if they're not giving you enough bookings. You can put it into your own hands. You can take control of this. There's no reason why you can't. So when I say I quit, yes, I quit working for all the companies. I might do like a class with Cambly, just because I've had like, I don't know, like $10 sitting in there for the last year. And it just irks me that like they have $10 of my money. So I might do one more class with Cambly just so that they don't get that $10, because I'm stingy like that. But aside from that, I'm done. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. When you come here and you ask like, oh, like what company should I work for? Or I'm not getting bookings with Lingo Ace, or I'm not getting bookings with Amazing Talker, or like any of those videos are still all there. You can still watch them. But the focus that we should all have at this point in time, is to do better for ourselves. right? These companies, I'm going to tell you right now, Lingoace, okay? They pay, I think they charge the parents $30 an hour, okay? Yes, they charge the parents $30 an hour depending on the package. They pay the teachers, what does it start at? 13, 15? It's like less than 50%. There's absolutely no reason why that money shouldn't be going to you, because you can do the exact same thing that they're doing. Like, I promise you, it's not just me that's done it. I've given my strategies to teachers who have implemented them and gotten their own students. And it's not that hard, guys. It's really not that hard. I can go and not touch my phone. Like, I not even touch my phone. When I was doing the challenge, I didn't touch my phone at all, except for once a day. Didn't post anything, didn't do anything. And I had new students every single day because it works, right? It's cumulative. It's going to be a little bit slow to start out. You're going to be learning. There's a learning curve, but it is cumulative. Instead of learning how to get bookings on a platform that doesn't pay you what you're worth, learn how to get bookings on your platform where you decide your rates, you decline the students that you don't want to teach. You take the students that you want to teach, you start loving your life, you choose what you want to teach, right? You set up your curriculum, it's so much more worth it. Okay, I'm going to read the comments here really quick. So, I'm a brilliant South African teacher. I've waited 10, almost 80% of my students return, but I'm earning a mere $2.50. Rated. You're rated, right? You're saying, is that a typo? You're saying you're rated 10 out of 10. Okay. That's the other thing. These rating systems that these companies have, you guys, like, I'm like in the top 5% of the teachers or whatever. I want you to take a look at how these rating systems are rated. They're not rated based off of your stars. The majority of these companies, when you're like one of the top 10 teachers, like I was the number 3 teacher for Palefish, and it wasn't rated on my performance. I think I was number 2 at one point in time. It's rated on the number of hours that you work. So it gets into your head, like they get into your head. It's a mind trick because they're, oh, well, you're a top teacher here, and it's like a pat on the back. You don't get anything for it. Maybe you get bumped to the next pay raise, which is like 50 cents more a class or something, but you don't get anything for it. It's not based off of your performance. It's based off of your performing time. It's based off of how much you're contributing to them. And it's kind of like it's just a way to keep you around, give you a pat on the back, and keep around their teachers that are making them the most money. You can do that for yourself. I got on late. Please let me know how to follow your routine you spoke about. Okay, so the routine that I talk about sometimes in my YouTube videos. However, the exact strategy to getting students, it's not something that I can lay out in a YouTube video. I have an entire challenge for it. Here, if you go to teacherbrosssociety.com, you can see, like, you can enroll in the Teacher Boss Society and you can have access to everything. So every month there's a new challenge, and the very first challenge that everybody should go through is the February challenge that we just did. So even if you're watching this, like, say like in December of next year, and you're watching this and you're like, oh, okay, well, that was like, 10 months ago that you did that. It's still there and you can still do that. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be, you should be working for a company if you want to make more. If you're happy with the company's pay, you're happy with your bookings, you're happy with your pay, you're happy with your routine, stay with it. But for those of you who are coming to me and you're saying, hey, can you help me get a better job? Can you help me get more bookings? I can't find a company that fits me. Be your own company, girl, guy, whoever I'm talking to, right? Like, be your own company. You can do it. I've done it. I've seen it done before. I have done it, and then I've quit doing it and had to start all over again, right? There was a little point in time there where I had some personal adjustments I had to make in my life. I had 3 new kids, my bonus kids, moving into the house. And it was a huge adjustment because it was huge. And I couldn't work Chinese hours anymore because bedtimes and wake up times were not stable times anymore. So, but when I quit, all of my teachers, like I dropped my students, said, hey, like I got to take a pause here. When I came back, they'd all found new teachers again. I had to start all over again when I did it. And you know what? if I'm still getting new students, I probably, if I were to open up Xiaohongshu right now, I probably have new students in there right now. Let me see here. Okay, I lied. I don't right now, but I usually do every time. Every time I open up my phone, it's like a new person, and it's gotten to the point where like I'm pretty much fully booked where I want to be. I'm working less than half the time I was when I was working with Lingo Ace. I'm making like 4 times what I was making with them. I'm not like waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and like I'm doing things the way that I want to do them. You know, it's nice. You know, it's nice. And it's good for my students too, because they're not getting that cookie cutter curriculum that was just made for like anybody that speaks English can go in and teach it. If you're a legitimate teacher, if you know what you're doing, then you should get paid for it, right? Okay, $21.80 per class. Is that what you're saying? What is that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Do you feel it's necessary to start with a company first to get experience before becoming an independent teacher? Does your system address teachers who have never taught online before? So do I think that it's necessary to start with a company first? I don't think it's necessary, but it's helpful. And the reason for this is because if you have, okay, I'm trying, like when I started teaching online, I was not a good teacher, but I was also being taught by not good standards of teaching. I was being taught by the whole, you guys remember like the VIP kid era where it was like, hi, my name is Teacher Jill. I'm from Waves Flag America. I have a TESOL certificate, right? Like, you know, I was kind of taught during that time. So maybe I think that anybody can do it with the right support. If you go out and you try to start teaching online by yourself, you don't know what you're doing. You've never taught before online. Okay. Even if you've been in a classroom teacher, online is different. I think if you go online, try to teach by yourself in your own business, and you're trying to learn everything at the same time, it's going to be a little overwhelming. The system that I have though, anybody could do it because it's literally, it starts off as plug and play. It starts off as plug and play where that's funny. Now I've got a new student asking me for classes. I just got a notification from Red Note. I said it a minute too early, which is funny because it's like 3:30 in the morning there. But the system that I have, it addresses that. You can find the first video on YouTube, by the way. If you want to get started and like set up your business, you can find the first video. It's public on YouTube. It's the one it says like prep day, enroll and grow challenge prep day. I made that free for everybody. It kind of gives you an idea of what the challenge looks like after that. But you're going to want to go through and set up what curriculum you're using. You can plug and play this, guys. So what curriculum you're using, how you're going to do trials, and a marketing strategy. Go in there. If you can go in there and practice with a friend, practice with another teacher, just practice like how you might do it. If you can sit in on an independent teacher's, we were talking about this. Somebody was asking if they could sit in on one of my group lessons to see how I do it. And we're thinking about doing maybe a student teacher kind of program in there where you can work with another teacher, if like as a mentor, to kind of see and learn from the other teachers. So that is something that we are discussing. It's not just like a hey, watch these videos and learn. It's a really tight-knit community, and those that are in it really focus on helping each other out as well. There's coaching every week as well too. There's no reason why you couldn't do it as a new teacher. It will be a little bit harder though, because you'll have to learn that, but the resources are there. So if that answers your question, I have 60 students now earning around $7,000 a month. Before, I was working for $14 at a company. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason why you should be working for $14 an hour unless you are happy with that and you enjoy your life and you just don't care, right? And that's totally okay if you do. But if you're coming here and you're looking for jobs and you're seeking and you're searching and you're applying to all these companies and you're getting rejections and you're not able to get to the income level that you want and you're struggling to pay your bills and you're waking up at hours that you don't want to work so that you can make it to the next pay tier, because I think they all have that, right? They reward you for teaching more. And you're just tired and broke, then like do something about it, right? That's why I feel like it's not in anybody's best interest if I keep talking to you about new companies. There are a ton of other companies out there that I haven't talked about that were on my playlist. Like, hey, I'm going to research these and apply to them. And no, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's not helping me. I'm like making less money and taking up my students' time, my potential students' time to do that. Like, I'm not serving the people that I can serve in my community, right? And then I'm losing money on it. And then I'm teaching you how to lose money on it because you can make more money by going independent. Like, it took me so long to like figure this out. Like, I knew I had to do this for like the past maybe 2 years. I've been telling myself, but it's like an instant high. Like, I post that video about this company that makes like $12 an hour and everybody flocks to it. Like, woo, I'm applying. And I'm sitting there like, why are you so excited about that? Like, why is that video getting all these views and all this interaction, and I'm gaining new followers from it, and I'm like growing my YouTube channel, and I'm growing my presence, right? I'm like, but I'm not helping anybody. I'm just giving you information that's going to keep you behind longer. Does that make sense? I have 404 classes monthly. I charge from $22 to $30 an hour, I'm assuming, right? I love it. I take breaks when I want, travel whenever I want, etc. Yeah, that's the other thing. If you have private students, okay, let's go back to a company. You have a company, okay? And you get sick, okay? You have to cancel classes. How many people have had some point in time where they had a bucket next to them teaching for one of these companies back in the day because they would have to figure out what to do if they were sick, right? How many people taught half asleep because they needed to get those hours to get to the next level? That's not good for anyone. It's not good for the students, and it's not good for you. It's only good for the people that are making the money. You're half asleep, you're not doing your students any justice, right? You need to be at your best as well. And you're not if you're overworked and underpaid. Like, just end of the story. Like, it's the truth. And now if you're independent, you start to have a relationship with these families. You become an extension of their family. You're their English teacher. Or whatever, science teacher, math teacher, whatever. You're coming into their home every day. You're working with them every day. You're teaching them. You're growing with them. A lot of your students you'll grow with for years and years and years. You become a family friend, right? If something happens, even the strictest parents that I've ever worked for, privately, well, for companies too, right? But even the strictest parents that were like, so like, whatever, they are always willing to work with you if you get sick, if you have a family emergency. You're not going to get penalized for it. You can decide in your terms and conditions what your penalty is. So if you're going to give a free class, if you have to, cancel something within 24 hours or whatever, that's on you. You decide, because it becomes your business. You're not. So if you work for a company, most companies, the way they have it set up, if you have to cancel a class within like 24 or 48 hours, they will not only pay you for that class, but they will also take extra out. So they will take usually 2 classes of payout or 1 class of payout. So you're not missing 1 class of, class payment. You're missing 2 or 3 class payments because you got sick. And like, how am I helping anybody by telling you about companies like this? Like, isn't it time that we just all take a stand and do what's best for ourselves instead of taking the easy way out? That's all that's been on my head. All that's been on my mind for the past like month here while I've been seeing these teachers grow and working the system. And it's like, why am I still doing this? I'm not. I would love to go independently. Us South Africans get terrible rates, but I have a brilliant accent. I do accent courses to always improve myself. Yes, okay, so we actually have somebody that I don't even know what country he's from. We have somebody that's in Teacher Boss Society. He's been with us before. So this is not a new program, by the way. Before, it used to be just weekly coaching. So every week we would meet up for coaching. I'd help you where you were at. That's part still there, but now there's like a strategic like strategy. You go through and you do boom, 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 and you get results instead of just coming in and asking for help. So one of the members at Teacher Boss Society is actually an accent coach for business English, and he can do like a ton of different accents. It's really, really cool. It's really cool. Lingo Ace charges $21.80 per class to parents. That's what I meant. It's on their website. That depends on the package they're getting. So, and exchange rates. So I actually had a parent show me what they were paying. Oh, per class. So their classes are 30 minutes. So $43.60, if my math is right, is what they would charge per hour then, because their classes are 25 minutes. That's a lie, probably. Also, they make them buy like 300 classes. Yeah, I had so when I quit, a lot of my students, not a lot, like 2 or 3 of my students from Lingo Ace came and they found me on Xiaohongshu. And I didn't pick any of them up, actually, but I'm talking to them. One of them was like, I still have 600 classes to go, but I want you to teach me. I don't want to be, taught by, because when I was teaching for Lingo Ace, like, I am not a slide teacher. I would be bringing in the writing work for the students that could do writing. I would be uploading slides from Twinkle so that we could do things that they needed to do, because that's part of being a teacher, is assessing them and seeing what they need. And the slides, they don't work for everybody, right? It's cookie cutter, and you don't know what they're going to need just because they're sales. And the salespeople for these companies, their sales team is so good. I signed my daughter up for a Chinese lesson for one of these companies, and they called me and called me and called me. 5 minutes after, like maybe not even 5 minutes after I ended the Chinese lesson, I got a phone call from the sales rep saying, oh, we just talked to the teacher and they said that Claire's so good and she's going to be so good in Chinese. And I'm just like, lady, I am fully aware of how the company works. You did not talk to the teacher. She hasn't even filled in her feedback, and we do not have communication with you guys like that at these companies. So like it's not good for anybody, because everybody's like being gypped in some way. The students, the teachers, it's not good for anyone. Yes, there are good companies out there. Okay. And if a company's working for you, it's a good company, but at the end of the day, it's not the right choice for most people. Like if you're coming to my channel, which I have renamed Independent Teacher Academy, right? That's been my brand name for like a while, but my channel, I've renamed that. And if you're coming here, then you're not looking for something to do in your like spare time because you're bored. You're looking for an income. What curriculum do you recommend for 1, children and 2 adults? I think I could go independent if I had a curriculum to follow and build on. Oh my goodness, there's so much good curriculum out there. I have a playlist filled with curriculum. You've got the 3 for kids. The 3 for kids that I recommend. Young Learners Curriculum. This is gamified. It's got stories, interactive stories. It's got games built into it. It's flashy. It's fun. They've got and I've got it all in the description box as well, but they've got the like interactive stories and songs and games, and it's really good. Then Teachers Together English. It's structured. Young Learners has the structured one too, but Teachers Together English has the structured one. They're coming out with a writing class as well. So you can be like, okay, you're level 1, you're like, Abridge Academy has the structured one. She has story lessons. She has debate lessons. Those are the ones for kids. For adults, there is ESL Pals is one. I have a brain blank. There are a couple others that I know of. I have one adult student. We do not use curriculum. It depends on what you're looking for. She's looking for speech practice. So we talked about ancestry last week. We talked about how far she can go back in her family tree. I learned that they have a red book that they keep in their house that literally lists all of their family trees. And I actually saw it on the History Channel that same day in like South Korea or something too. But they have a red book that they keep in their house. Most families have it, and it goes back and you can see what everybody did and read about your ancestry. And we talked about the struggles that her great-grandfather had during like the Civil War in China. And yeah, so for adults, I would do some more research on that. I know I don't personally teach adults, but there's a ton of things that you can do, and it really comes down to figuring out your niche and what you want to do. So if you want to teach business English, for example, then you might want to go into ESL Pals and find the business English curriculum. There's another one too that I saw and I forgot what it is. If you oh, my brain is blanking. I can't remember the names of them. I can picture them because I've used them before. But if you for business students, I've taught business students on Cambly before, and I would teach them how to write an employee review, right? We would write the employee review together. We would talk about that. So you could do things like that. It depends on what your niche is for the adults, really. You need to figure out why they want to learn English and go from there. But yes, you could totally do it. I have my TEFL certification, but no experience teaching online. Will parents still take a chance on me? Yes, if you follow the steps that I give you, because the way that you're going to present yourself is not going to be they're not going to care about your TEFL, TESOL, whatever, however you pronounce those letters, right? They're not going to care about that. They're not going to care about your degree. They're going to care about how you approach them professionally, and the way that you're connecting with them in your social media posts. So they're not going to, even if you don't have that, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have experience teaching online, maybe lower your rates for a little bit. Okay. So these companies are charging, these companies are paying you like $15 an hour anyways, right? Like, you could still make more money and start your rates off at a lower rate, and still make more money than working at the companies. And, if you start with like Abridge, Young Learners, Teachers Together, you can pretty much mimic what these companies did anyways. They have a level test there. So you can literally go in, do the level assessment with the student, figure out exactly where they are, and it will tell you exactly what unit to start on. It will tell you exactly what level to start on. Then boom, next class that they come in, you're opening it up to, say the level test said they were level 2. You're starting them on level 2. As you get in and you get better at it, you can start raising your rates more, and you're going to probably bring in extra things and learn some new techniques. But you can do it the same as working for one of these companies, because the slides are right there. It's kind of mimicking what we're used to in these companies anyways. You're just bringing in your own students. You're absolutely right. They even made fun of my bald head and made me wear a hat. The supervisors, they were horrible. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I have heard so many stories about they won't hire me because I'm Black. Let me tell you something right now. Chinese people are not as racist as you think they are. Okay. There's racism everywhere. Okay. They don't care what color you are. I have worked with teachers who are Black, who are South American, who are Filipino, who are whatever. Don't market yourself as a Filipino or South African teacher, though. They won't, if you market yourself that way, they're not going to pay you high rates. Okay. You have to approach the marketing in a way that makes you not look like a cheap teacher, because that's what that is. But as far as like the discrimination and the racism and all of that, parents don't care about that. They care that you're going to be able to get their kid into a high KET score. They care that you're going to be able to get their kid into a good college. They care that you're going to be able to help their child so that they're not struggling to do their homework with a language they don't speak. They are coming to you for a reason. And if you can bridge that gap between where their child is or where they are and where they want to be, it doesn't matter what country you're from. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you have a bald head or I'm just laughing right now because Jay has like over 60 students right now and he's bald. It doesn't matter if you have a bald head. I started teaching when I was bald. Alopecia Club over here. It doesn't matter if you I don't know, like diversity is accepted as long as you can help them get to their goal. That's the most important thing. You need to be able to show them that you could help them get to their goal. I went in the website quickly. Am I correct in saying it's $19.99 a month and we can see the strategy? Do you offer one-on-one coaching and how to go independently? And do you use Fun Class for teaching? Okay, so there's a bunch of different classes there, or a bunch of different questions. Teacher Boss Society is a membership. It's $19.99 a month. What you're going to do is you're going to go in. Once you go in, you will have access to 3 different. Do I have it up right now? Maybe I can show you. Hold on. Maybe I can show you if I've got it up. Let me look at my 70 million tabs that I have open. Sorry. I'm so bad. Okay. So what you're going to do is you'll go into Teacher Boss Society, and I'm going to open it for you so you can see. You'll have access to 3 different things. Okay. One of them is the monthly challenges, which is where I would recommend that everybody start regardless of what you're doing, because it's going to help you with everything. So even if you're coming in like January of next year, start February 2024, 25. Start at this month's challenge, because it's going to help you with everything in the future. In the future, we're going to be doing other things. So let me come on to my courses here. And go to the challenges. Give me 1 second. I just gotta preview a new tab. Okay. So share screen. All right. So I'll show you this and then I'll answer the other questions. Okay. Come on. Alrighty. So this is what it looks like once you log in. You're going to have access to this. What you're going to do, the monthly challenges is where you should really start. When you come in here, you will have, oh, this is a great challenge, Jillian. I learned a lot that I'm able to implement now. I'm filling in my trial tracker. The trial tracker is amazing, guys. You're going to wonder how you did it without it. So you'll do that. Then you come into February. So this tells you about Teacher Boss Society. This is where you can leave a review if you want to. These are different resources. So you've got email templates, Fun Class resources. Yes, I use Fun Class. I'll get to that in a second. And then you'll come into the Enroll and Grow Challenge, which is a 3-day. So you've got your prep day, which you can find that on YouTube if you want. A workbook, your day 1, day 2, day 3. Okay, so you've got, it looks like this. You've got your workbook. You've got your day 1, day 2, day 3, and every future challenge, because there is a new challenge every single month that is meant to help you grow to the next step and to the next level. Okay. Now, Then we have the next thing that we have in here is the coaching replays. I'm not going to open this one so you can see it, just because it's got everybody's faces. It's got everybody's faces in it that's in there. But if you go into the coaching replays, if there's coaching every Thursday, if you miss coaching, you can go and watch the replay. There's also meeting notes at the bottom of it. So if you're like, oh, I don't want to watch like an hour and a half coaching session or an hour coaching session if it doesn't pertain to me. So you can actually scroll through the meeting notes and see if anything pertains to you, and then go to the timestamp for it. I've made it super, super easy so you don't have to. Independent Teacher Academy archives. This is all of my old stuff, okay? So if you go into the archives, you can see the WeChat Masterclass. The older they are, I'm going to be honest, the older they are, the not as good they are, because it's when I first started like coaching, I guess, like officially. But you've got the WeChat Masterclass, Marketing as an Online Teacher, Instagram Training, Independent Teacher Academy, which was a really expensive program when it came out. But the new stuff is better than that. Build Your Booking. So this right here was $1,000 program, just so you guys know. Okay. Build Your Bookings, a real short challenge, a 5-day Instagram Xiaohongshu course, Teach Beyond China, Empower 24, YouTube for Teachers, Reverse Goal Planning Workshop, 5-day Getting Started challenge for new independent teachers, which the February challenge does it better than that anyways. And then a Facebook groups guide. So you have access to all of this, plus your coaching that is on every Thursday. Okay. Plus a private Facebook group where we support each other. In the group, you guys, the teachers that are in this group, you want to be a part of this community because they are so supportive. They step up for each other. They help each other out. They like, I've gotten feedback from the teachers in this group as well. Like it's an amazing group of people that you want to surround yourself with. All right. And then what was the other questions that you asked? You could see the strategy. Yes, it's not just seeing the strategy. It's a big part of like the majority of it. It's not like, hey, I'm going to show you this strategy. It's, hey, you're going to do this strategy. So the challenge itself is day 1, this is what you're doing and this is why you're doing it. Day 2, you're going to take something that you learned from day 1 and you're going to apply it. Day 3, you're building on that. So the strategy is actually implementing it. And the reason I say that you want to start with February, no matter where you are, is because you are going to, like, everything in your business is kind of going to grow off of this. It's going to help build on everything. And it's going to, we do use AI in here. So you will use ChatGPT to make it easier, but you're going to be training your AI system. So whether you're, whatever you're using, you're going to be training your AI system to give you the best outputs too for future things, so that they are, anytime you ask them something, they're going to know exactly how to respond and what to do for your, to help you grow your business. So when you do this one, no matter where you are in your business, the prompts that I give you to put in there are going to help you move your business up to the next level for everything that you do. And yes, I use Fun Class for teaching. I'm currently switching the majority of my students over to Fun Class. I think that it's just an amazing platform. They're new. They did have some kinks at one point in time. They've worked through all those kinks. It's a really good place to teach classes on. And they've got some cool things coming too. That's horrible. Well done for taking the lead and knowing your worth and doing amazingly. My salary got cut for being sick. I was earning $3. I now earn $2.50 and had to take off only 2 25-minute lessons. I'm definitely keen and please getting the help to go independently. That's insane. I don't care where you are. I don't think there's anywhere in this world where $2.50 an hour is like going to keep you going. I haven't traveled the world like some of you have, but I can't imagine that that's enough to live off of. Actually, what made me do this is the Chinese policy. I would never do it myself because I felt safe. I worked close with the recruiters, so I thought I was safe. In the end, I was among the first to let go. I also do not work with agents. I have agents that approach me all. No, when I say agents, I'm talking about the people that are like, they're making money by going and finding teachers and finding students and putting them together, and you get paid from them. I get approached by them. I won't do it. Like, I like to be in control of myself. You're not going to tell me, oh, you need to work on this now, or it's my business. I nothing against them, but just the way that I work. Yeah, I like to be in control of everything because you never know. You never know. Thank God I had access to their portal. I wrote down their number, the parents' number, around 300. Then I added the students I was already teaching, and almost all of them follow me. Yeah. If I start out independently instead of starting with a company, I'd rather do that. If I can start out independently rather than starting out with a company, I'd rather do that. I just need guidance and support when needed. Come join us. I'm assuming this is this Donna that's talking, or Miguel? Yeah, come join us, because it's not something where, oh, how do I say this? It's not something where it's like, you know how a lot of training courses are going to tell you, like, this is the way you have to do it and there's no other way, and then they give you a bunch of training videos that you never watch, and like, it's a community in there too. You will be supported. You're not going to be the first person that is doing something ever when you go in there, ever. And then we also brainstorm different things too. Once you start getting like creative and crafty, we brainstorm different things so that you can start doing something and trying new things that other teachers aren't doing. And it's worked out really, really good for people. Jay was just on the channel maybe 2 weeks ago talking about it, how he was able to like fully book a new class that he started, and he's doing another one that he's trying out that other teachers aren't doing. And it's fun to do that too if you like doing that kind of stuff. So like, I'm never going to be like, follow this guide exactly to a T and never stray from it. I'm going to encourage you to find your own way too, but you will never be alone. You're an inspiration, both of you. I'm a single mom of 2 kids, and I'd love to go independently, then barely survive. If you're willing to train me to go independently, yes, absolutely. Just come on in. I'm telling you, we have, like, one of the teachers, she actually showed me like her students, and she knew students in her first week of doing this. And I'm actually going to show you a system too, because not all of your students are going to like buy classes from you the first time. And I'm going to show you a follow-up strategy so that you don't lose those leads. So that you can keep bringing in more leads. I'm teaching in public school right now. If I can just start out with 1 student or 1 class, I can add to my schedule through the summer. Yeah, you can. And the cool thing with teaching in public school, if you wanted to just open up, like, say you wanted to teach like Beijing time hours in China, you could teach a couple of, like, a class in the morning before you go to school if you wanted to. Because Beijing time, assuming that you are in the United States or Canada, Beijing time is 12 hours or more of a time difference between us. So you could teach a class, go to work, come home, have the rest of the day off, start building, or you could teach like Friday nights or Saturday nights or Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings, and like just slowly replace everything. The title of the video scared me. I wanted you to watch it. If I come here, listen. Okay. This is so bad, but I have been YouTubing long enough to know that if I were to come on here and say, this is how you can go independent and get your own students and build your own business, nobody's going to watch it because you guys don't care about that. Everybody wants the fast food companies. It's always been so frustrating to me. Like, I'd make this video like talking about how to do something really awesome for your business. I'd be so excited to be like talking about it, and like crickets. And then I post a new company hiring for $10 an hour. And like, it's like with the comments. And I'm like, going on with you guys? Like, the math's not math in here. Why are you guys so interested in $10 an hour? Yeah, I had to scare you to get you guys here. I'm Deanna. Okay. Oh, did I say Donna? Okay. I think I said Donna. I read it wrong. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. I have a wonderful idea for the group, for the paid group, actually, since there are many teachers and they probably get approached by many parents and they are fully booked, they can refer them. So actually, some of the teachers are considering starting their own companies. Referring teachers, I would never encourage somebody to give away their leads. I've done that before. You never know where you're going to be. So what we kind of do here is instead of just like, okay, one-on-one classes and then you're fully booked and then you can raise your rates, and we kind of work on figuring out where you can go in the next step to start earning more money. So once you get fully booked, let's figure out the next step. Let's get some group lessons in there. So you can bring your 60 students a week to 200 students a week and you're making more money. And probably teaching less hours. Let's do some like pre-recorded lessons. Like, we have teachers that are working on that. We're going to be doing the pre-recorded lessons, I think in September, maybe. Let's do let's do something else. So that's kind of like where I don't encourage my teachers to give away their students. It's let's get your business to the next level. So to the other teachers who have open slots, but they have in the past, like, hey, this student isn't a good fit for me, I'm going to refer them to you. Like, I have seen things like that happen before in the group. But as far as like, okay, I'm fully booked now, like, you can have my students. Nope, let's get you to the next level. Like, if that's what you want, let's get you there. It's late by me, Jillian. Thank you so much for this. Many of us need to hear this. I'm heading to bed. Must be up at 3 a.m. for my Beijing time, 9 a.m. for my $2.50. I felt that when I read that. But I'll email you or sign up and join. Okay. Yes. I will see you guys. I'll see you later then. I'm not done reading the comments, so I'm not leaving yet. But I started a company and it didn't work out. Problem is, everyone thinks they can do whatever you do. But yes, group classes are a great idea. I will focus on those. Yeah, I have debated. So I'll be honest with you. I have debated starting a company. It has been on my should I do it list. Like, I have a company. I have an LLC. I have like business account. I have a business account on Xiaohongshu. I have, I have like a company, a legitimate company. But the problem, my throat's getting dry. Sorry, hold on. I love you guys. Okay. But I don't think I want to work with teachers in that capacity, because I already get enough messages from people saying, teacher, can you give me a job? I don't think I have the patience for that. So and then being responsible, I'm kind of one of those, like, I want to be hands-on on everything in my classes. And if I gave it to somebody else and then they didn't show up for class and it made me look bad, or like, I don't know. I am not at the point where I think I could do that. I think that takes a very certain kind of person to do that. And I don't think it's me. I'm my own boss, not yours. But yeah. That is something that you can do, though. And I do know a couple of teachers are doing that. I do know one teacher has already done that and started her own company that is in Teacher Boss. But I don't think I could do it. I could not deal with hiring and recruiting and assigning students and putting my name on the line. And if I did, it would be like me and a couple buddies, I think. But yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry that I scared you guys with all this. Okay, actually, let me show you. Hold on. Let me go into, hold on. Okay. So I want to show you this. as long as we're, wait, that's not it. Hold on. Let me go to the page here. Pages. Is it this one? Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to show you. I started a company and it didn't work out. Problem is, oh, I already read that. Okay. Okay, hold on. So I want to show you what it looks like, because this is like, the way that I have Teacher Boss set up is it's not just like a, you're going to come in, I'm going to show you how to get students, and, you know, and then you got to find the next thing. Like, it's set up to where you can learn and grow every single month. So I'm going to take you into the landing page here so you can see what it looks like. You get like your workbooks and your trainings and everything. This is not what I want to show you. So these are the things that we work on. So you'll have challenges, you'll have courses, you'll learn how to get students, you'll learn how to do funnels. Make sure I'm actually sharing it. Okay. I do that a lot where I don't. You'll learn how to do freebies. You'll learn social media. You'll learn branding. You'll learn email marketing. You'll learn how to make a website. You'll learn how to get traffic to that website. One of the people in Teacher Boss, I started doing our June challenge early with her, and she's like doubled or tripled her website traffic. You'll get coaching and you'll have the community. Now, this is the cool part that I want to show you. Make sure you can see it good. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. Okay. So we have February was enroll and grow. So you're going to learn how to enroll new students. This works, guys. This is the best training I have ever given. And this is the best. I'm so proud of this. It's really set up to where you can like plug and play it. March is visual branding tune-up. April is website revamp, or if you do not have a website, you'll be creating your website. May, you're going to be doing a high converting freebie. So we'll start working on building your email list. June is the Blog It Teacher Challenge, where you'll start growing website traffic. So we've done our website. Now we'll do blogs. I have a cool new thing that I'm going to show you with that to put it on automation with AI, which oh my God, I'm so excited to do this. It's more work to show you how to do that, but you're going to love it. July is the email sequence. So you're going to learn how to, start enrolling students off your email list. August, we're going to be doing professional brand pictures. September is create a course. So if you want a pre-recorded course that you want to sell, we'll show you how to do that. October, we're going to learn how to do your weekly newsletters. November, short videos. You'll learn how to do that. December, you'll learn how to get new students. We're going to start the new year off with the unique selling proposition revamp. So we're going to take a step back, look at where we are, fix the things that we need to fix so that we can go into 2026 ready. And there will be more challenges every month in 2026 as well. So that's how that is all working. Wait, go away. Okay. Okay, I have a question. I use WeChat to promote myself. I've gotten over 10,000 views and more than 500 likes, but only 2 messages from parents. They both signed up. But how do I get them to actually send a message? So without seeing your content, I can't answer this question. But my guess would be that it's either you're missing the call to action, or it doesn't give them that feeling of, hey, I need to take classes with you. I would suggest getting your niche down, like really dialing in your niche. Most teachers think they have their niche down. You probably don't. Like, most teachers think that they have done their niche correctly and that they know their niche, but it probably could be tightened. So that your content is going to the right people. Some people will support things. but they're not interested, or they're learning maybe they're learning English, but your content is for kids. Maybe they don't know of your services. The other thing is that generally speaking, the very first time, the very first time that a person sees you, they're not going to want to give you money, right? Like, you still have to build that trust, and it's going to take more time. So make sure that you're consistent. Make sure you put a call to action in there. Make sure that you have your niche down so that your content is going to the right people. That's really going to help everything. Hi. Without seeing your actual content, I can't say exactly what it is, but that would be my best guess. You don't have your niche tight enough, so it's not going to the right people. You don't have a clear call to action, and we need to be more consistent. But I'd have to see it to be sure, for sure. So yeah. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go, I'll pop this in. Oh no, that's my YouTube video. Here, I'll do this again. Okay, I'll pop this in here. And then if you can't enroll in the channel right now, hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see here really quick. If you cannot enroll and you're like, oh, I really want to do it, but I just can't, I understand that. Obviously, I want you to join us, but I'll put the link for the first lesson in the YouTube description box. Make sure I put the right one in there. Yeah. Okay. You can start there. I would highly recommend, seriously, it's $20 a month, $20 a month, one student, and that's already paid for, plus some. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend getting into Teacher Boss. I've made it affordable. My programs in the past have cost $1,000 to get into. This is affordable to get into. I want you guys to be able to get the help that you need. I like working with you. I like helping you. Even when I wasn't marketing my, like, Teacher Boss is not new. Okay. The way that I've structured it is new. Teacher Boss itself is not new. When 2 years ago, when my boyfriend and his kids moved in, I was not marketing Teacher Boss at all. I was still showing up for you guys. I was still working on helping you guys grow your businesses. Even though I was not promoting Teacher Boss, at all. I wasn't growing it at all. Because I was just overwhelmed. I went from 3 kids to 6 kids and a whole bunch of routine disruptions. It was fun, guys. It was a fun time, but you will have the support, and I want it to be something that you guys can all join so that you can go in there and I mean, there's no reason to be getting paid $2.50 an hour. Like, there's no reason to be getting paid $14 an hour if you, that's below minimum wage where I live. And if you're not happy with it, do something about it. I guess that's what I'm saying. So, I will join you. Good. I will see you in there. Yeah. So when you go in, when you join, I'll get an email telling me that you joined, and then you'll pop over. You'll have access to our Facebook group, so you can pop over to the Facebook group. If you ask to join the Facebook group and you have not been actually added into the Facebook group, like if you haven't actually joined, I'm going to decline you because it's for paid members only. But when you come in, you'll join. You will get access to the Facebook group. You'll get access to the coaching. You'll get access to the replays. I only have the replay starting from like the last week of January on. So I don't have like the past 2 years of replays up in there. You'll have access to the February challenge and the challenges going forward. The spreadsheets, the sales trackers, the trial trackers. You'll have access to everything that I give access to. You'll have access to all the old courses, and it's kind of cool because whenever somebody joins, I see, like, anytime somebody new comes in, what I see in my emails, because I get emails saying like, so-and-so started a course, and I'll see like boom, 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 boom in my email. Like the new member, the new Teacher Boss member is like going through and like just like binge watching all the courses. It's kind of cool because it's like, okay, I see that you found it. There's a lot there. The challenges is where you really should start, though. I mean, you're more than welcome to go through any of the old stuff. That's why I put it there. But the challenges, that is where the treasure chest is. That's where the rainbow starts and begins. I'm trying to think of something corny to say, and it's coming out really bad. But the monthly challenges is where you really want to be, because that it's the way that I did that challenge, the way that I do my monthly challenges has drastically improved from any other course that I've ever offered. So it's definitely worth it. Okay. Do I have any other questions? Who found this like a pep talk, at least, to like, okay, I'm going to start going independent? And did I scare anybody away where they're like, okay, you're not talking about companies anymore, I'm done? Like, I'm sorry if I did, but I can't do it anymore. It's not good for you. It's not good for the students. It's not good for me either. I'm spending so much time trying to piece companies together with and remember different companies' things, and spending all this time trying to make new videos for you just so you can get underpaid. Like, what is that? It's insanity. I think I need more support from other teachers the most. I've been fully booked since I started, but there is a looming feeling when a student leaves that one day all of them will leave. Yeah. So a lot of teachers, I've seen this happen a lot too. So during double reduction, a lot of teachers found it was very easy to get students. There are people out there that will teach you the old ways of posting a flyer and doing this and that, and that's not a good way to do it. I started getting students just by using WeChat. Okay. I still have students using WeChat, using WeChat groups. I still do get students using WeChat groups. I actually mark, and you'll see it in the training, but I actually mark on my trial tracker where they came from, whether they are a referral from WeChat, from Xiaohongshu, from my Chinese students, right? So a lot of, what was I going to say here? Oh yeah. So a lot of my students have come from WeChat now and in the past. But the whole like posting a flyer and posting like all of that, like, I teach Raz kids and wonders, and I teach XYZ. I'm TESOL certified from America with a bachelor's degree. Like, those flyers that people go and post in everybody's groups, they don't work anymore. You're just getting low ballers when you do that. So that's kind of the other thing, is if you follow a lot of these old strategies that people shared back in the day, or that they're sharing now thinking that they're going to work, but they don't work because they only work because people were desperate then. It's harder because you're not getting, you're not getting you're not getting in front of the right people. You're not attracting the right people. You got to be careful. Be careful who you listen to. Not everybody has the experience of going independent. And I have met people, I've met people who couldn't get students, so they're like, oh, well, I can't get students, so I'll just coach on how to get students. Like, I've seen that happen before. Not just in the online teaching industry. In, like, my kids came home, so my dogs are barking now. But just in coaching in general, I've seen that happen where people will be like, well, I'm going to be a coach because, I'm not selling my photography, so I'll be a photography coach and teach people how to sell photography. So just really be careful whose advice you're taking, because not all of it is good. And a lot of people don't understand, especially like the Chinese industry. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the only person that you can follow. Okay. I'm just saying that when somebody tells you something about a flyer, ask the hard questions, like, how many students do you have now from that? And how long have you had the majority of your students? Because chances are, a lot of their students are from double reduction doing that because it doesn't work. Or they're not paying, their rates are not high enough. And then The other thing is a lot of those teachers that were fully booked back then, their students are aging out of the English lessons because it's been like 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, whatever. Their students are starting to age out, they're dropping off, and they're finding that they don't know how to get bookings anymore, because that's what they learned, and they didn't have a need to market themselves. So me, I hope that's a me on like, I'm ready to do better for myself and not unfollow me. Don't unfollow me. Because of this, I'm so booked. I literally wake up at 4 a.m. and work until 4 p.m. So if anyone leaves, I just wake up later. Yeah, that's what working with a company was like. Are you in America? Thank you for everything you share. It's motivated me so much. I'm so glad. Hi, Chantel. What platform are you on? Because that's a poopy rate. I'm in Cape Town, just starting out on this TEFL lark. I don't know what country. I don't think she said what company she was from. I think it was a private. I don't know. That's another thing, you guys. Oh my goodness, there are so many. I go on Xiaohongshu, and there's teachers that are trying to go independent. So I want you, even if you don't follow me, please take my advice on this. Even if you don't join Teacher Boss Society and you just decide to go independent on your own, please, please, please do not respond to messages saying I'm looking for a teacher and waste your time until you look at the profile. If they're commenting from Nigeria saying that they're looking for an English teacher, especially if they're writing in Chinese, it's a scam. If they're commenting from the United Kingdom saying they're looking for an English teacher, it's probably a scam. If they're commenting from the United States saying they're looking for an English teacher, it's probably a scam. Yes, there are people out there that are looking for English teachers, but they're not making those posts like that. Like, train yourself to find those fake posts. If you see something saying, hey, I have a transcription job, or you see something on their profile saying they have a transcription job, it's probably a scam. If it's Matt Rife saying that he wants your help, I actually had Matt Rife from my comment all the way from Nigeria saying that he wanted my help with something, it's probably a scam. So just be really, really vigilant when you go out there. Facebook, Instagram, Xiaohongshu, they all have their own set of scammy people on there. There's less on YouTube, okay? But YouTube's really, really good about kicking off the scammers. So I will give them that. But Facebook, Instagram, Xiaohongshu, they all have a large amount of scammy people that you need to train yourself to stay away from. You're going to train your algorithm to show you the right people, so you're not going to see those anymore. But just if you do see something, before you comment on it, before you engage with them, take a look at their profile and look for red flags. I see these. I could probably, okay, last time I opened up my phone and said I was going to have something in Xiaohongshu, I didn't. But I guarantee I will be able to find one. I actually took some screenshots of one earlier. So if you scan for your Xiaohongshu, okay, I'm not making any guarantees anymore. Okay, I'm not making any guarantees, but because I don't have one, but I have a screen recording of one, so maybe I can show you this. Okay, so I'm going to take off my green screen really quick so you can see this a little bit better. Okay. Wait, how do I do this? Okay. So this is an example of a scam post on Xiaohongshu. It says, I need an English teacher to teach my kids English. It's in English, which is fine. People post on English, even if they're not American. Like, Chinese people post in English too when they're looking to attract an English teacher. Okay, totally fine. But I want to show you some of the red flags here that you need to watch out for. Excuse me, I wasn't done. So this is actually a screen recording, so I'm going to play it and pause it. Okay. Now, we're going to go to that post. By the way, that had comments on it from a ton of teachers that should have known better, because you guys are smart, okay? You're smart. Pay attention. Don't just like blindly respond to things. So this one is from Nigeria, okay? I need an English teacher. Next post. I need 50 beginners for data entry job. We need Chinese translators. Looking for foreign English teacher. This is a scam. I did another one. Here we go. I want to find an English teacher and pay for it. They did it in bilingual, so it's showing up in Chinese and English. I'm preparing for my master's degree interview and looking for an English teacher to help me improve my speaking skills. The lessons should focus on interview related, like it sounds legit, okay? Take a look at it. Does anybody see any red flags? We got United Kingdom, translator jobs. These are always scams, okay? They're looking to scam you out of money. I was going to take some more screenshots. I've been trying to like grab them when I see them so that I could show you guys. But I just really want to tell you, even if you don't work with me in the future, I would love to go through and warn every single teacher that is commenting on these because, but I don't want to train my algorithm to show me more of them, first of all. And I also don't want them to get mad at me and try to like report me. So I don't like, if I'm commenting on their posts that they're scammers, I don't want them to like try to report me and get rid of my Xiaohongshu account. So I don't, but I want you guys all to know how to find a scam. And those are some huge red flags. It was like a 40-year-old woman. The profile picture was a 40-year-old woman, 40-year-old white woman, laying on her bed in a spaghetti strap tank top and with her cat. Okay, that was the profile picture. And their IP address said China, so they were using a VPN. Their IP address said China. And she was looking for an English teacher for her Chinese children. See some red flags there? I saw that same post from the same person a little bit later, and she was posting from America. And every time I see a post from somebody like that, there's a ton of teachers saying, message me for a trial. So just like be vigilant, right? Those I cannot tell you enough how that's bright. I cannot tell you enough how many people are getting scammed because they're starting this. They're starting replying to these and not doing what they need to do to actually get students. They're wasting their time. Even if you don't send them information or send them money, or I don't even know how the scams work, to be completely honest. I just know that they're not legitimate because I'm not stupid. Not that I'm calling any of you guys stupid. I just don't think that but I know that they try to get you on Telegram, and I think that one person translated a whole document for them, and then they needed money from them because something, in order to send it to the publishing company or something, they needed money from the teacher, and then they would get that plus, like $1 per word or something crazy, like scam. But I just want to make sure that you guys all know not to do that. But other than that, it's all gravy and you guys can do it. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. My kids are going to be getting off the bus soon. I can't believe I was on here for like an hour and a half. I hope that this motivated some of you to step away from the companies and to do the things that you need to do to be successful in life and in your business and not get paid peanuts because you're worth more than peanuts. And I know that I'm going to see some of you in Teacher Boss Society because I know that you guys are all worth it and you know it. So I will see you guys all later. And if you're not already following this account, please make sure that you follow this account so that you can learn how to do all the things. And I'm not going to be focusing on companies, so I'm just not going to talk about them anymore. Unless they pay me a lot of money to do a sponsored video, I might take it up. But you'll know it's sponsored because I don't lie about that. Whenever somebody pays me to do a video, I tell you. So you already know how I feel. And they'd have to be like a good company. Like they'd have to be paying like $20 or more. If you want to start here, I'll leave this in the description box as well and in the comments. But if you want to start here with this link is going to take you to the prep day for the challenge. And then if you want to join us, you go to teacherbosssociety.com. And you can join us for teacherbrosssociety.com, where you can jump right into the challenges and start working, even though we still have teachers that are new that will be doing it at the same time as you. Okay. Because people are joining every day. But even if nobody else was doing it, the people that have done it will be there to support you with it. Okay. I will be there to support you. You won't be doing it alone. Okay. All right. I will see you guys all later.